to better information. No. Let's just cut to the chase so I can show you guys that they literally say that Hbar is better. So here it mentions the table below compares Ethereum mainnet and the Hedera network based on the above metrics. While layer 2s are playing an increasing role on scaling the roadmap of competing layer 1s, the Hedera network is a superior alternative to most public layer 1s today. I repeat. Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another CYPRX deep research video breakdown. In today's video, we're going to be diving down the rabbit hole, explaining to you all why I am so extremely bullish on the digital asset Hbar. If you all enjoy these video breakdowns, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. We're going to be diving into panel discussions, playing video clips, reading thoroughly through fundamentals, piecing bits and parts of the puzzle together for you guys. So right off the bat, if you're not one of those individuals that enjoys deep research and interconnected webs, then this video breakdown is not for you. This is not a bullish Moonboy Hopium price prediction video breakdown, but this video breakdown will show you 110% why I am confident that the digital asset Hbar will survive the regulatory environment and will be a key enabler of this digital future. With that being said, I mean, wow, I have to clear my mind because there's so much juicy information that I want to share with you guys today. Again, make sure that you watch the entirety of this video breakdown. We're going to be talking about institutional adoption. We're going to be showing you guys interconnected webs, going down the rabbit hole in detail, reading thoroughly through these documents. I'm going to be talking about digital identity. So much to digest today. We're going to start here. Okay, this is going to set the tone for today's video breakdown. And this was posted by the Hbar Foundation on October 1st, 2024. As of time of recording, it is the 2nd. So this is from just yesterday. Canary Hbar Trust institutional investors in the US can now acquire Hbar. We are excited to announce that Canary Funds, the digital asset focused investment firm founded by Stephen McCullard, has launched the first dedicated Hbar investment vehicle in the United States. Founded by Stephen M., former co-founder and CIO of Valkyrie Funds, the issues of Valkyrie Bitcoin ETF, Canary was established to drive innovation and manage private strategies to meet institutional demand for sophisticated cryptocurrency investment solutions. Through the launch of Canary Hbar Trust, Canary Capital's debut product, any RIAs or institutional capital in the US that was previously sidelined, despite recognizing the industry-leading scalability and performance of the Hedera network, can now acquire the Hbar token. This is massive, okay? And this is going to go hand in hand with what I'm going to share with you all throughout the remainder of today's video breakdown. So before we jump into the document showing you all the interconnected webs, how Hedera and the Hbar Foundation are connected to massive governments all around the world, how they're interconnected and helping build out the digital infrastructure for digital wallets, CBDCs, and stablecoins. Right now, I'm telling you guys, this video is going to freaking blow your mind, especially if you're an Hbar holder like myself. Hbar, obviously, of course, not financial advice, is one of my biggest bags. So making this video breakdown really piqued my interest. Okay, so we're going to listen to a series of video clips. I'm not going to talk in between them. I'm just going to play. It's going to be a series of 4 video clips. Multiple individual representatives from large-scale financial institutions confirming that they are building out the system, the infrastructure right now for tier 1 banks to adopt these digital assets. Keep in mind how I just started this video breakdown, right, where institutions in the US now have access to digital assets like Hbar. Okay. Then DTCC representatives confirming that we are about to move from proof of concepts into the real establishment phase. Like, we're done testing, right? We're in an environment where we're going to stop testing, running proof of concepts, and we're going to head into real development phase. That's going to play an important role once we jump into the fundamentals on the Hbar Foundation. Then we're going to get into a video clip of an individual representative from DeFi on the digital euro landscape, mentioning and saying that they are in the process of integrating and adopting these new technologies. Then last but not least, we're going to play a video clip of Mans Harman mentioning that the Hedera network is going to be a key enabler of not only building out this digital infrastructure, but a leading player in this decentralized finance ecosystem that they are in the process of building. All right, so just listen. I'm not going to talk in between. I just wanted to break down what each video is going to be, and this is just going to set the tone for the remainder of today's video breakdown. So let's just take a second and start with the first one here.
It's which is a little bit strange, but from the larger players standpoint, and I'm talking about your tier 1, tier 2 banks coming in and providing this infrastructure. I think this will unlock massive amount of other assets and players entering into the space.
The second component is really creating environments where we can finally move away from these individual one-offs, proof of concepts, and start to move into production. And then the third component is working again with the industry and the fintech.
I do speak to market participants who kind of expect that the solutions will still be there in the future in this exact way. They kind of expect that a trigger solution, a hashlink contract, or an on-chain, these things will exist in the future, and they are preparing for payments using these technologies.
Centralized applications to realize that overarching vision. That vision is going to be realized in every sector of the industry. I mean, what you hear about a lot is the finance sector, but it's much broader than that. It's going to be in finance, it's going to be in real estate, it's going to be in supply chain use cases, and et cetera, et cetera. Every part of the internet, every sector of society is going to be affected by this technology and this model in this new version of the internet that's being created. And Hbar is one of those players.
All right, so now that the video wrap up is finished, we can digest that information. We heard multiple participants from large scale organizations, mentioning that they are building the infrastructure for tier 1 financial institutions to adopt these digital assets and move from the proof of concept testing phase to real world implementation phase. You guys heard that for a fact. Then the gentleman in the digital euro panel discussion mentioned that they are attempting right now to adopt these technologies, to start to utilize them. And then Mans Harman from the Hbar network went on to mention that Hbar is going to be a major player and that everything down to our everyday needs will be tokenized. They're building out this infrastructure right now. So I wanted to play those video clips because that's going to set the tone, and that just correlates with exactly what the Hbar Foundation just announced, that now large-scale financial institutions have the ability to literally acquire the Hbar token. That's a massive statement right there from just yesterday. So let's put the institutional adoption aside for just a second, and let's talk about something that's a lot more something that we're going to have to digest and read a little bit about. So this is what I'm talking about. This is going to be that research where we're going to start to read these fundamentals, because as we progress, you're going to start to see the pieces of the puzzle connect. And this is massive. So first, let me show you guys that digital identity is large scale. It's happening all around the world, and it's only going to continue to increase in adoption as we progress and head towards 2030. This is a document or a fundamental piece from September 28th talking about from cash to click, Saudi Arabia's payment revolution. Here it mentions, imagine a bustling riada, so I'm going to butcher that one, I'm so sorry, where every transaction is just a tap away. No more searching for loose change or waiting for cashiers. In Saudi Arabia, this digital dream is becoming a reality as the kingdom experiences a high-tech makeover of its financial landscape. It goes on to say, a vision for digital transformation. At the heart of Saudi Arabia's e-payment revolution is the vision for the 2030 initiative, which seeks to boost non-cash transactions to 80% by 2030. The evolution reflects a broader trend within the region and underscores Saudi Arabia's commitment to embracing technological advancements as part of its Vision 2030 initiative. With smartphones buzzing and government-backed innovation steering the way, the shift from traditional cash to sleek digital payments is transforming the way Saudi is shop, banked, and spent. Okay? I just wanted to show you guys that as an example, because this digital initiative, this digital transformation, it's happening on a global scale. So I thought that I'd throw that in there. Now, here is another very interesting prediction. It says right here, this is from just a week ago. Gartner forecast 500 million smartphone users to adopt digital identity wallets by 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, that is only freaking 2 years away. Give or take, relatively speaking, only about a year and 3 months away, considering that we are now at the end of 2024. All right. And here it mentions, this is where it's going to get interesting. Decentralized identity wallets built on open source public good infrastructure powered by blockchain. These platforms return control to users, enhancing privacy and reducing dependency on single points of failure. Then it goes on to say they are a true digital identity management revolution, and this is happening, enabling next generation process movements. Decentralized solutions are a strategic move. It's necessary to safeguard the future of digital identity. The Akif Khan, VP analyst at Gartner, said the market is entering a transition period as PDI solutions are starting to mature, which in the next 5 years will reduce the demand for standalone IDV. So let's champion technologies that prioritize trust, transparency, and interoperability. The future of digital identity is here. And this is coming from Gartner. All right. Now, if we go and we look, this is where we're going to get into the Hedera connections. We go and we look at something that Hedera posted way back in 2020. Hedera Hashgraph, an enterprise-grade public distributed ledger platform, has been recognized as a cool vendor in Gartner's recent report, Cool Vendors in Blockchain Technology. Hedera Hashgraph is a public distributed ledger for building decentralized applications. Hedera aims to resolve 4 fundamental issues preventing mainstream market adoption of public ledger technology: performance, security, scalability, and governance. In the report, Gartner notes that the purpose and benefits of blockchain across enterprise are evolving rapidly. Keep in mind, Gartner just predict digital identities, right, at a large scale pace by 2026. This is massive, and they're talking about Hedera back in 2020. Now, to tie in digital identity with Hedera, look at this. This is an event that's up and coming in October, okay? Identity Week, global, trusted, visionary, the 22nd through the 23rd of October, all right? And if we take a look at what they're going to be talking about at this event, look at this: mobile ID, biometrics, data and analytics, verification, authentication, digital onboarding, border controls, security credentials, travel, so on and so forth, right? Everything with digital identity, digital transformation, and look at who is attending this event. This is insane. You can see right here, we have individuals from the Australian government. It says it right here, Australian government. You guys can see that, right? Well, what was just announced? You guys have to pay attention to detail. Check this out. This is just from September 12th, 2024. The AUDD to launch on the Hedera network. What I'm trying to show you guys is how integrated Hedera and Hbar is with this new financial system. The integration of the AUDD onto the Hedera network brings with it the benefits of the Hedera network's cutting-edge technology, which is known for its throughput, low latency, and energy efficiency. The Hedera network stands out for its ability to handle thousands of transactions per second with finality times of less than 1 second, making it an ideal platform for real-time financial applications, which is exactly why it is going to be a key player in the near future. Don't click off this video yet. It is going to get so much deeper. So yes, we know, considering that at this event, right? At this event, the Australian government is attending, again, the Australian government attending an event on digital identities. We saw Gartner mention digital identity adoption by 2026. Back in 2020, they mentioned Hedera. And now we see in September, AUDD launching on the Hedera network. Well, AUDD, we see right here, AUDC Pty Ltd is obviously, of course, the individual creator of the AUDD, the Australian digital dollar, and they are working with the Australian government, ladies and gentlemen, and they just announced integration with the Hedera network. Come on now, you cannot make this up. It says right here, AUDC Pty Ltd, a subsidiary of Novati Group, is actively engaged with the Australian government and regulatory bodies in the fintech and digital asset space. And what did they just announce? Again, September 12th, 2024. They're launching the AUDD on the Hedera network. I mean, you literally cannot make this up. This is physical proof. Now, back to the digital identities, okay? Because I don't want to shred away from that topic. Here, September 25th, 2024. The UDPN integrates stablecoins and CBDCs issued on the Hedera network. Now, for those individuals who are not too familiar with what the UDPN is, let's just head over to their website and familiarize ourselves so that way you understand how massive this is that they announced this proof of concept with the Hbar Foundation. The UDPN is the most, I repeat, the most, it says it right here, advanced interoperable global payments network for regulated digital currencies, including regulated stablecoins and central bank digital currencies. The UDPN promotes financial inclusion by allowing the enterprise worldwide to connect with centralized and decentralized digital currency systems directly. So now that you know what the UDPN is, remember I said back at the very beginning of today's video breakdown, why I'm so bullish on the longevity of the digital asset HBAR. And for those individuals that FUD it and say, oh, it hasn't had any price appreciation, and oh my gosh, they're selling on you, blah, 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 tell them to go eat it, because that have this many interconnected governmental webs and regulated bodies backing it, okay? I'm telling you guys right now, you got to tap into this type of research on all the digital assets that are in your portfolio to solidify the longevity of them in this space. So Singapore, September 25th, 2024. Today, global IT engineering solutions provider GFT and the centralized cloud infrastructure company Red Date Technology have successfully integrated Hedera network-based stablecoins and the EMTech CBDC sandbox on the Universal Digital Payments Network. This new integration will ease the development of programmable payment applications leveraging stablecoins and CBDCs issued on Hedera. Now, we're going to get into the specific PDF that came out on this particular proof of concept, so that way we can tie in, we can literally physically tie in that they are telling us that Hedera is the better option. It's better than Ethereum. It's better than, it literally says it in the document. Watch, it's going to blow your mind that it's better than most cryptocurrencies out there right now. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm not even going to hold you guys. Let's just jump to that part and then we'll come back to this. Matter of fact, because I don't like to sit here and say, oh, watch the rest of this video breakdown because I'm going to get to better information. No, no, no. Check this out. I'm going to give you guys the juice. So let's just skip over to that real quick. Let me share my screen with you guys because we got to go over to the PDF version. And let's just read that portion and then we'll come back. We'll tie all of it in. I don't want to keep you guys waiting. All right. So check this out. Here is the document that came out via the proof of concept with the HBAR Association, UDPN, Universal Digital Payments Network. Okay, this is the proof of concept with the Hedera network. UDPN proof of concept results, transfers, and swaps on the Hedera network. And let's scroll all the way down here. Okay, by the way, I mentioned digital identity. You can see in the contents, it talks about digital identity. So we're going to scroll down here. We're going to come back to all my highlights. I just don't like to keep you guys waiting because I know when I watch YouTube videos and they're like, oh, stick around, I'm going to get to better information. No, no, no. Let's just cut to the chase so I can show you guys that they literally say that HBAR is better. So here it mentions the table below compares Ethereum mainnet and the Hedera network based on the above metrics. While layer 2s are playing an increasing role on scaling the roadmap of competing layer 1s, the Hedera network is a superior alternative to most public layer 1s today. I repeat, the Hedera network, it says it right here, is a superior alternative to most public layer 1s today. Hedera is considering sharding solutions to increase its transaction throughput. Furthermore, network fees are fixed, denominated in US dollars, and paid in HBAR, allowing businesses and technology companies to predict their costs easily, contrary to most public blockchain protocols. Finally, the Hedera network is an energy-efficient infrastructure firm ESG commitment. While building a network that consumes the least energy amongst its peers, Hedera has purchased carbon offsets to become a carbon negative infrastructure. It literally says it right here. It is one of the best public layer 1s today. And this is, again, coming from the UDP. Keep in mind who the UDP is. I just showed you guys, right? Let's head back over to that. So I wanted to share that with you guys right off the bat. I don't like to keep you guys waiting, right? Remember who the UDP is. Scroll up to the top of their website. The UDP is the most advanced interoperable global payments network for regulated digital currencies. And they just told you in a document that Hedera is one of the best layer 1s, okay? Teach his own, not financial advice, taking into consideration everything that we're showing you all. So let's jump back to the report because, again, we got ahead of ourselves. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Back to this report. So stablecoins and CBDCs are transforming digital payments, offering 24/7 transactions for businesses. However, scalability issues on layer 1 blockchains may hinder widespread adoption. High-performance networks like Hedera aim to solve these challenges with more efficient transaction processing. The UDPN builders and the HBAR Foundation are working towards enabling real-world digital currencies and use cases. Meanwhile, central banks are rapidly developing CBDCs, with 135 countries exploring them and having launched in 35 pilot stages as of March 2024. Now, I want to skip down here and I want to talk about this in the green where it says, Sabrina, I'm going to butcher her last name, Tak, who leads the FinTech and Payments Fund at the Hbar Foundation, highlighted as payments increasingly migrate on-chain. Through the adoption of stablecoins and CBDCs, the need for Hedera's native assets to support emerging cross-chain payment rails has become clear. What is the Hedera native asset? It is Hbar, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying, it says it right there, okay? We chose to work with the UDPN, a trailblazer in the field, and see this proof of concept as a first step towards connecting Hedera with the greater digital currency ecosystem. Steph S., I'm not going to butcher his last name, the UDPN lead at GFT added, this proof of concept highlights modularity of the UDPN architecture, which allows us to integrate with virtually any digital currency system via a transaction node. This simplifies the adoption of digital currencies in a wide range of applications and reduces integration costs for financial institutions. We are thankful for the support of the Hbar Foundation during this proof of concept and look forward to continuing our collaboration. The successful execution of this proof of concept laid the groundwork for the Hbar Foundation and the UDPN to explore further collaboration opportunities such as supporting Hedera digital currencies when the network launches and leveraging Hedera technologies. This is massive, all right? Taking into consideration everything that I've shown you so far, that now regulated financial institutions can go and buy Hbar. You all starting to see what's happening? You all starting to see? I hope that you guys are so far, okay? And that's not it. We're still going to jump down the rabbit hole. I won't bore you guys to death. I feel like I've made a point, okay? I feel like I've made a point. Maybe we can go back to this document. We can read some more. I had some more highlights, but we're already 20 minutes long into this video breakdown. Matter of fact, might as well. Let me just cover it. Let me go back and see if there's anything else I wanted to touch on this. We were talking about digital identities. I had some highlights on this document just to show you that they are talking about digital identities through this proof of concept. Might as well just go over that real quick. I won't read all the highlights, just one or two. Okay, I don't want to bore you guys to death. Here we go. Let's see. Let's read this one right here. Okay, so it says decentralized identity. The UDPN did and is a unique identifier helping by each user of the UDPN network services. Digital currency accounts employed in this proof of concept were pre-funded with stablecoins and Hedera test tokens to cover gas fees. The table below illustrates the UDPN DIDs and the digital accounts on the Hedera network. So again, it's just talking about digital identity, so on and so forth, creating digital currency accounts. I just wanted to prove that again, Hedera is going to play a massive role in this digital transformation infrastructure, incorporating digital identities into every single jurisdiction all around the world. And you can see right now that Hedera is at the forefront of that. Last but not least, okay, we're going to get back to this because this was also a major announcement. All right, this is, let's go over to this gentleman's LinkedIn profile. Sorry, excuse me. This is the Hashgraph Association profile on LinkedIn. And they just put this out 6 days ago. All right, so check this out. This is further evidence that Hedera is directly at the forefront of the digital 2030 agenda, this digital transformation. Morocco unveiled its digital 2030 strategy today. This is 6 days ago, so recent within the last week as of time of recording this, which seeks to create 240,000 jobs in the digital sector by 2030 and contribute 100 billion dirhams, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, to the country's gross domestic product and increase digital export. It will also improve Morocco's ranking in the United Nations. Remember, United Nations right there. Improve Morocco's ranking in the United Nations. Keep that in mind. Online services index moving from 100 to 50th place worldwide, in addition to creating 3,000 startups. Why is this all important? Well, look at this. The president of the Hashgraph Association, Kamal Youssef, was present in person as one of the VIP guests invited to this event, which is the Digital 2030 strategy in Morocco. You all seeing this? The Minister of Digital Transition, Guitar Mazar, unveiled today Morocco's 2030 digital strategy that seeks to transform Morocco into a digital leader. Head of government, Aziz, I'm going to butcher that, highlighted their commitment to the strategy, which involved consultations with key stakeholders from across the digital sector. Kamal Youssef, president of the Hashgraph Association, stated that we are honored to be invited to the launch of the Digital Morocco 2030 National Strategy. We intend to support the government in its digitization endeavors, leveraging Hedera's distributed ledger technology. We have already started this digital transformation journey with the strategic partnership signed at GITEX Africa 2024 with the Agency of Digital Development, ADD. Y'all, if you don't know what the ADD is, check this out. Let's go over here. The Agency for Digital Development is a public institution under the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Green and Digital Economy. The agency is responsible for implementing Morocco's strategy on digital development and promoting the distribution of digital tools and development of their use among citizens. Boom! Like, this is so freaking crazy how people are sleeping on Hbar right now, when literally they are in the process of building out the infrastructure. Back to, by the way, the United Nations mentioned, okay, because you saw In this delivery from the Hashgraph Association, they mentioned right here the United Nations. Well, if we go back to that one event that I was talking to you guys about that is set to come in October, look at this right here. That's the United Nations symbol. They're going to be attending this event as well, along with the Australian government. Are you starting to see the interconnected webs? I hope that after this video breakdown, you all are. I had even more documents that I wanted to share with you guys today, but we're going on 25 minutes and I feel like I made my point clear. This is yet again one of the many reasons why the digital asset Hbar sits at the top of my portfolio, no matter how many people FUD it or say that they're selling it or dumping on retail investors and blah, 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 blah. The price of the digital asset Hbar between now and let's just say the next year or two from now don't mean anything. I'm looking towards 2030 and beyond holding this digital asset. And again, teach his own, do your own personal research. But in today's video breakdown, I just wanted to share with you guys some of the interconnected webs that I have found that have made me so much more confident in my Hbar investments. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video breakdown. Shout out to the CYPRX researchers for all of this deep intrinsic research. So much value jam-packed into the CYPRX community. This is the type of stuff that we share behind the scenes in the private CYPRX Discord. If you guys are Hbar investors and you're skeptical about your investments because of bullcrap that you've read on Twitter and you want to actually digest real research, come and join the Discord. We'd love to have you on the team. We'd love to show you some of the back-end fundamentals that we find on these projects that go relatively unnoticed to the mainstream. The mainstream is never going to share with you any of these fundamentals or piece it together in such a way like we did here today. So do us a favor. If you're not subscribed, make sure that you are subscribed to the platform, smash that thumbs up button, comment in the description down below if you hold the digital asset Hbar. And with that being said, I'll see you all in the next video breakdown.